John
Timeless music, and obviously we've got to talk about John Jones. When you recorded that song?
Yeah, that one is a long story.
We got time.
Well, before that, I should say I grew up in an area called Almontown in Kingston. And in Almontown, you had lots of singers. You had the Gay Lads. You had Dobby Dobson. I don't know if you guys remember Dobby Dobson. We had Carl Dawkins. We had Horace Andy. We had the Sterlings, Lester Sterling. I think he plays saxophone. And his brother plays sax too. And then he has another brother, Keith Sterling. He plays keyboard with the Wailers and Peter Touch. So, you know, we all were together in that area. And then we had a group. I had a group with 3 guys and myself, 4. One of the guy knew Jackie Opel. Don't know if you guys ever heard of Jackie Opel. Great, great, great singer. And he came to live in the area, and one of the guys says, hey, we have a group. So he says, yeah, let me hear the group. So he heard us, and he started writing songs for us, and we backed him up in some of our songs. Some of his songs, pardon. And after that, the group split up, you know, but I kept going, you know. And I had a friend who was working with Federal Records, and he told Derek Harriott about me. So I went to Derek Harriott. I think that was about 2 years after Keith and Tex. And Derek listened to some of my songs with another guy from the Paragons. And they asked him, Derek asked the guy from the Paragons which one of the songs he should record, you know. So the guy says, A Long Story. But A Long Story, when I started singing it for them to listen to it, the girls in the shop, who sells in the shop, one of them burst out into laugh, you know. Like you said, what is he saying? Hey! When I said, whoa. And so after the record came out, she hugged me so much because the record was doing good, you know, because she get paid by working, you know, at the shop there. So Long Story was a song that, you know, gave me my household name, as a host, Rudy Mills, you know. And then John Jones now, one day I was walking through a park, you know, and I just burst out. I just said, John Jones. And I said to myself, what next now, you know? And I said, you son of a gun. And so I started to build around that, you know.
So it just came to you then?
Yeah, it just came to me. Just walking and, you know, because things always pop up in my head, you know. And even before that, the Aces, how the Aces started, they started with me. Because I used to write songs. We used to go in a park and we used to rehearse the songs to sing. And we went to Beverly's, Leslie Kong, and Jimmy Cliff was the guy who listened to your songs, you know, and he would says to Leslie, this one is good, that one is good. So we sang a few songs to him, and he liked what he heard. But after a while we was there, Jimmy Cliff came over to me and says, you don't need those 2 guys. The song you have is great, you know, by yourself alone. But I didn't want to, you know, leave the guys in the lurk, you know. So we several times we went to studio to record, and they say time run out because Leslie Kong was recording the guys who had music out there already, hit songs, you know. So we were sort of going, and but the time when we were supposed to record, my father got a job for me, so I was more sure of the job than doing the recording. So I went and got the job while James and Barry, they went to the studio, and they were waiting on me there, but I didn't turn up. Desmond Decker had songs and he need backup, and so they back him up. So that's how they become Desmond Decker and the Aces. But after that, you know, I got my break from Derek, and it's history.
Yeah, and it's amazing with all those singers back then. I mean, but in the studio, it was sort of, you know, like with Motown, it's that kind of thing, I think.
Yes, because actually, most of the singers when we started, we were singing songs from Motown collection. Even Bob Marley started singing songs from Impressions and a lot of other groups, you know. So we were mostly covering rhythm and blues song, turn them into reggae, you know, ska, whatever, you know. So that's it.
And when you recorded John Jones, how many takes was that?
Actually, it was about three takes. I remember it was on a Sunday evening, you know, and Junior Mervyn was with me, you know, and I think Ethan Tex, and about 3 takes, because we did it and we went outside, take a break, come back inside, you know, and we pounded, man. We did it, you know, and yeah, I'm happy that you guys are, after 50 years or so, you guys have this music going, man. I never knew today I would be here in Yarmouth, you know, presenting this to you guys, you know.
And it'll always live on. Put your hands together for Rudy Mills.
Thank you.